A new study has emerged, sending ripples through the health and wellness community. It's challenging the widely accepted safety and long-term effectiveness of time-restricted eating, a dietary approach that has gained immense popularity in recent years. Time-restricted eating, one of today's hottest diet trends, is now under scrutiny. Researchers meticulously analyzed data and found that adults who consistently limited their eating window to less than 8 hours a day, surprisingly, had a 91% higher risk of dying from cardiovascular disease, a leading cause of mortality worldwide. This significant finding, based on years of comprehensive data collected from thousands of adults participating in the study, raises serious questions about the long-term safety and potential health consequences of intermittent fasting, urging both experts and individuals to take note. The findings are particularly concerning for those with pre-existing heart disease or a family history of cardiovascular issues. The study also warrants further investigation into the effects on individuals with other health conditions such as cancer. The study suggests that while achieving short-term weight loss and metabolic improvements is often possible with time-restricted eating, the long-term risks to heart health, including increased cardiovascular mortality, may ultimately outweigh the perceived benefits for some individuals. These compelling results force us to critically reconsider the widespread belief that intermittent fasting is a universally beneficial, one-size-fits-all solution for achieving and maintaining better overall health. As new evidence continues to emerge from ongoing research, it's becoming increasingly clear that dietary science is constantly evolving and adapting, and what may be a safe and effective dietary strategy for some individuals may, in fact, be risky and potentially harmful for others, highlighting the importance of personalized nutrition. Digging deeper into the data, let's explore some of the potential risks identified in the study and the specific groups that appear to be most affected by time-restricted eating. It's crucial to understand these nuances to make informed decisions about our health. The study found that even an 8 to 10 hour eating window, which is often considered a moderate approach to time-restricted eating, raised the risk of death from heart disease or stroke, highlighting a potential concern for cardiovascular health. By a significant 66%, a figure that warrants careful consideration. This increased risk was particularly pronounced for those with existing cardiovascular issues, suggesting a need for caution in this population. Surprisingly and perhaps counterintuitively, time-restricted eating showed no reduction in overall mortality when compared to traditional eating patterns. Compared to traditional eating patterns where meals are consumed throughout the day, this challenges some of the widely held beliefs about the benefits of intermittent fasting for longevity. In a contrasting finding for cancer patients, eating for more than 16 hours a day was linked to a lower risk of dying from the disease. These findings suggest that longer eating windows may benefit some groups, particularly those battling cancer, while strict fasting or highly restricted eating windows could potentially be harmful for other individuals. Importantly, it's crucial to remember that the study shows association, not causation. This means that other lifestyle factors, such as exercise habits, sleep quality, and overall nutrition, could be at play and influencing the results. It's a reminder to interpret these results with caution, taking into account the complexity of human health, and not jump to conclusions about the definitive effects of time-restricted eating. The science is complex with many variables to consider. Therefore, more research is needed, particularly long-term studies, before making sweeping changes to dietary habits based solely on these findings. While the initial findings might seem intriguing, experts in the field have responded with skepticism, urging caution and careful consideration before making any broad changes to established dietary guidelines. They emphasize the need for a more comprehensive understanding. Their primary concern stems from the fact that recommendations are being based on this single study. The research methodology relied on participants self-reporting their eating habits for just 2 days, which raises questions about whether this snapshot accurately reflects their long-term dietary patterns and behaviors. Furthermore, factors like the overall food quality, individual body weight, and varying socioeconomic status across the participants weren't fully accounted for in the analysis, making it difficult to isolate the specific effect of meal timing from these other potentially influential variables. It's important to remember that the study's findings are preliminary at this stage and haven't yet undergone the rigorous scrutiny of peer review by other experts in the scientific community. Until more rigorous and comprehensive research is conducted, these results should be interpreted cautiously and seen as a starting point, a foundation, for further investigation and exploration. Certainly not the final word or definitive conclusion on the matter. As the saying goes, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence, and the scientific debate surrounding time-restricted eating and its long-term effects is far from over. For now, the long-term safety and efficacy of time-restricted eating as a widespread dietary strategy remains uncertain and requires further study. What should you do with this information? Remember, there's no universal diet solution, especially for those with heart disease or cancer. Consult a healthcare professional before making major dietary changes, and focus on the quality of your food, not just the timing. Whole foods, lean proteins, and healthy fats remain the foundation of heart health. Prioritize what you eat over when you eat it. Share your experiences and questions. Open dialogue helps us all make better choices. Thanks for joining the conversation on this evolving topic.